So in today's show, I want to give you a way of thinking, a state of mind to prepare yourself fully for quarter three. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Boardman, and if you are coming through, please do let me know in the comments below. How are we doing? Happy Monday. I hope you've had a great weekend. Whether it's been sunny or not, it's meant to be the first day of summer today. Kind of wondering where the sun's gone. So listen, I want to do some stuff in terms of this particular subject I shared with some of my mastermind members. And I think this is really crucial. Okay, planning quarter three is absolutely crucial and essential because quarter four is pretty dark and bleak and cold. And I feel that these next 12 weeks are absolutely critical, essential even, to making sure that you are primed with your state of mind, your emotional conditioning and your physical conditioning to going into that dark area, that dark piece of time that kind of is autumn / winter / I don't really feel like I want to do anything because it's dark outside, to make sure that we are 100% ready and have momentum going into that period, all right? So nailing quarter three to build momentum to go into quarter four, which is going to be a difficult quarter. So there's a couple of things that I want you to kind of think about. So number one, are you planning quarter three? You know, that's a good question. So answer in the comments below. Are you planning to plan quarter three? So do you normally plan your quarters? Do you normally plan your 12 weeks or your time? And I just want to know, yes, I'm going to be planning my quarter three. So all of my mastermind coaching members should be saying yes. And anyone that else that doesn't, just say no, I don't normally plan. The key here when we plan a period of time of 12 weeks is to be able to give us elements of the 3 C's, which is consistency of action, which is control of our time and our energy and our balance in life. And then clarity of a vision, of a direction that we're going. I think the vision side of things is really important. I remember when I first joined the Royal Marine as a young spunker, and at the station where the drill sergeant come and picks you up, you go up these stairs and you're already crapping yourself and you end up walking to this thing called the foundation block, which is a gawping place. If you've ever watched Full Metal Jacket, it's like that huge room with 70 beds. It's just like that. And when I got to the top of these stairs, I saw these 2 strapping lads, Essence they were, strapping, like rig, immaculate, green lids on, green berets. That was my vision. Like, I needed that. When I saw it, I was like, this is what I want to be. It's almost like seeing the end product of the next 32 weeks of training. And that visualization really got me through some of the dark days of training when it was really tough. I was like, God, no, I remember those 2 lads. I want to be one of those lads. That's how I want to be. That's what I'm working towards. They gave me passion and desire and drive to follow those 3 C's. And I think what's really important here is to, if you like, reverse engineer your 12 weeks. Seeing those 2 lads allow me to reverse engineer where I wanted to be. So I wanted to be at that place and I reverse engineered where I had to be and all the things I had to go through in training to get to that point. Now the 12 weeks for you is in theory that, an element of reverse engineering. But we have to go through these few points here, I think, to really establish where we want to be at the end of this quarter, the next quarter. So number one, visualize. Visualize what it looks like. What does your life look like in 12 weeks, okay, with the things that you're saying you want to do? How will it improve? How does family life look? How does your health look? How does your work balance look? So if you visualize what you want to achieve, you can then reverse engineer that process over the quarter and go, right, this is the things that I need to do to make sure that visualization comes true. The next thing is, like, how do you feel? So it's emotion. So we've got visualization. Next thing is emotion. What emotions do you want to get rid of? Do you want to get rid of anxiety? Do you want to get rid of depression? Do you want to get rid of feeling insecure? Of not having enough self-belief? How do we feel like we want to be feeling consistency every single morning? Do we want to make sure that we are feeling more grateful about life? Do we want to feel like about the things that we have make us, and how lucky we are to have them? Really connecting with the emotional conditioning of our lives. Things that we don't want, the baggage that we want to get rid of, but also embracing new emotions and how they can help us move forwards with our life. And I guess the last one is physically. So physically, how do you want to look? Physically, how do you want to walk? How do you want to be? Okay, do you want to be the guy who's still got bad backs, who's still making excuses not to eat right, is still like 2 or 3 stone overweight, or is maybe half a stone overweight, but never really dulls down? So maybe the next 12 weeks, you want to nail yourself physically to get on top of that game. It's probably like wondering, the fuck's he talking to a cliff for? See, look, he's looking. So the key things here is to put yourself in the position at the end of the 12 weeks. Okay, so July, August, September. So at the end of September, what does life visually look for you? How does it look? Visualize yourself being in that place. What do you want to achieve? What do you want life to look like? Emotionally, how do you want to feel? What baggage do you want to get rid of? Maybe it's old regrets. Who knows? Physically, what do you want to look like? Physically, what condition do you want to be in? And then bring yourself all the way back to day 0, which for us in the Mastermind Coaching Group is the 5th of July. And put yourself in that position and say, these are the things that I need to do to achieve those things that I've written down. So literally write down, visualize, emotion, physical. Visually, what do you want life to look like? Emotionally, how do you want to feel? Physically, how do you want to feel? Like, no, don't have any self-limiting beliefs. Don't question yourself. Don't think, oh, I can't do that. Just write these things down freely and then think to yourself, great, okay, what am I going to do to achieve that? Now, you might not be able to achieve everything at once, because one of the biggest mistakes that many people make is to try to do too much too soon. So if you could just nail one thing this quarter, what would it be? Would it be your physical appearance? Would it be your work-life balance? Would it be your morning routine? Would it be a relationship with your partner? Would it be the relationship with your kids? Would it be being a better manager? Would it be being more control? Whatever it is, what's that one thing that you could absolutely nail and work on over 12 weeks to help you get to that end state that you are writing down visually, emotionally, and physically? And these are things that fucking lads just don't think about. You just don't think about it. You just cuff life. You firefight life. You don't think, you're always in that like, oh, fuck, you just got to fucking deal with this problem. I've got to deal with this problem. And then it becomes an excuse. There's no plan. There's no direction. And that's why so many fucking men are struggling up here in their mind, because they're not writing stuff down, because they're not focusing, because they have no vision and no direction. You want to be fitter? Find more control in your day. Have more order in your life. Stop saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. No one gives a fuck. Everyone's only be interested in what I'm only interested in what you're going to do. I don't want to hear all this fucking chitty chatty. I just want to see action. And I want you to be the best version of yourself for you and your family and your kids and your business or your career. Stop chatting shit. Start writing stuff down and focusing on a direction that you want to go. Start doing these exercises. Stop just listening and go, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. I'll fucking do that in my next life. Start making changes, because nothing will change unless you change. So doing something like this is why I bang my head against a brick wall when it comes to some of my clients. I'm just like, for fuck's sake, take control of your life and stop procrastinating. Stop putting bullshit excuses at the end of everything that's going on, and square your shit away. Otherwise, the next quarter, you're going to see disappear. Then we're going to get into the dark zone of quarter 4. And then your dripping and moaning is going to 10x. So get yourself primed. Get your shit together. And start focusing on the next quarter. I definitely went into a rant there. So I apologise if you've offended, you snowflake. Right. Have a great day. Love you loads. 5-day challenge is open. So if you want some drive and focus, come and join it. The link's in the post.